Hey there, I'm gonna crochet a belt for myself today because I can't seem to find my good leather one. I got a pair of those pants, you know, the ones that fit you real great in the hips, but the waist is way too big. Well, it's not really way too big, but it's bigger than I'd like it to be. So I'm gonna start with a slip knot, and I'm just gonna chain, I don't know. You know what? Let me take a measurement. And these are kind of, these pants kind of sit on my hips, and so I'd hate to measure my waist and then need it to be bigger. So measure my hips, and I'm going to conceal that number from you. And then I'm going to crochet, probably chain an extra 6 inches or so. So whatever, if the, you know, it's for your waist. If you wear your belt on your waist, then measure your waist, and then go however long you want the tails to be. I'm just going to make it to tie, and you can make it however you want to. I'm just going to let it tie, because it's easy and I don't have any little loopy things, you know, little fasteners. I don't have them, so I'm just going to make the easy version because I don't have a lot of time and I really need a belt to wear. So I'm not even going to count. I'm just going to go until it's the right length. So we're going to start chaining. If you're not sure the verbiage and things, this is a chain stitch. You yarn over and pull through. There are lots of good video tutorials. So many people, so many real good crochet instructors out there. I'm not going to say, hey, come to me. You know, you might learn better under somebody else. You might not like the sound of my voice. You might not like my personality. That's okay. Because I'm me, and you're you, and you have to go with what's comfortable for you. So if you learn better under somebody else, by all means go to somebody else. The first one that comes to mind is Bob Wilson 123 right here on YouTube. Just look her up, Bob Wilson 123. She's great, and it's so much fun to listen to because she's an Aussie and she's got an awesome accent. If you like to listen to people with accents, listen to her because she's so kind of, and she's very personable. She doesn't make you feel like she's halfway across the world and you're here and she's better than you. No, she's very friendly and personable, and she just makes you feel right at home, like, you know, you're in her inner circle kind of. So yeah, she's a great one to go to for tutorials on just basic how-to. Mine's more of a project, so I'm expecting that you already know how to do this, and if you don't, that's fine. Just you might want to back up and learn to chain stitch, learn how to make a slip knot, and all the basics, you know? Not hard, but it does take time. Be patient with yourself, because I learned from a book. I didn't have all these great tutorials you can find these days. I didn't have them. I learned from a book. And so even the way that I hold my hook is different from the way that I learned in the book. So I used to hold it, some people still do, hold it more like a pencil or like a fork or spoon. But you know what? I can't even do that anymore. I've gotten so used to this way, it's more comfortable for me. And you have to hold it however's comfortable for you. I've seen both ways, so they're very acceptable. Alright, so you get the idea. You're just going to chain. Just chain it however long you need, plus however much you want to leave hanging when you tie it. If you're going to use some kind of closure, then more power to you. Use your closure. But I'm going to stop chaining, or stop the video, and then I'll come back when I'm ready to do the next part. Okay, I forgot to mention, my yarn is the 3-ply chunky weight yarn. I don't even know the brand anymore. I think it was Bernat or something. It really doesn't matter what kind of yarn you use. Just use something that's color coordinated to your outfit, or something like this is a neutral. This is just a cream yarn, something that'll go with everything, whatever your need is. If you need it for a particular outfit, then try to match your colors, go coordinating, whatever. If it's like a belt for you need for every day, then I would definitely, you know, go with your neutrals like brown and cream and black, white, you know. You get the idea. So I'm going to just do a half double crochet in my first row. So I'm gonna yarn over and put it in my second I'm gonna do a half double crochet row. So I'm gonna just yarn over, and then I'm gonna go into the second stitch, the second chain stitch from the hook. So it's not this one, but it'll be this one right here. Okay. If you're not sure how to half double crochet, naturally you can go to a tutorial video and learn, or you can try to follow me. I'm going to yarn, pull through, okay, yarn over, insert my hook into that stitch. See, now I have 2 of the loops on the top and 1 on the bottom, because there are 3, just like a little braid, and you go inside of there and then you yarn over and pull it through that. Now you have 3 loops on your hook, and you yarn over and pull through. So that is the stitch that we're doing all the way across. Okay, so if you're confused about where your stitches are, just look where they join and then go to the end of that and say, okay, well that's where I'm at, so now I'm going into the next one. I used to have so much trouble with that, but I've gotten better over the years. Sometimes it's still confusing depending on your yarn and size of your hook and things like that. It's just something you kind of have to, you just gotta really look at your work and, you know, look at your work and eyeball it and stuff. Okay, so I'm just going to keep going across, and then I'll join you when I get to the end. I finally made it to the end of my very long row. This is just the half double crochet. It makes a good look. If you want a skinny belt, go ahead and stop now. You would just basically end off like normal. You know, you chain 1 and then you clip the tail and pull it through and weave in your ends and all that. If you want a thicker belt, then, you know, you would chain 1 and turn your work and then do another row, or several rows, or however many, however thick you wanted it. If you wanted it, you know, however big your belt loops are. If you're not wearing it with belt loops, maybe it goes on a dress or whatever, you know, just make it however you want. This is where you customize. I'm going to end mine off now because I just want a skinny belt. Okay, so I'm going to just give it a little tug, and then I'm going to weave in my ends, and then I'm going to add some fringe, so I'll show you how to do that too. Alright, so I'm just going to thread my, and I use a tapestry needle. I don't use a yarn needle because the yarn needle is sharp and the tapestry needle is very blunt and it doesn't get hung up in the yarn. So I'm just going to go in I don't know, a couple inches, I guess. Pull it through. Go back the way I came. Alright. Always give it a tug, and then I clip close to the work but not in it. Tug it again so that tail is hidden. Now I'm going for my other one. other tail. Well, it doesn't want to come through there for some reason, but it's gonna come. There. Okay. Alright. Alright, so now that part's done, and I'm not striving for perfection today. I'm just trying to be quick. So what I'm gonna do to make my fringe is just basically go around, I don't know, 6, 7, 8. I'm gonna go around like 9 times, and then I'm going to clip right across the bottom. So now I have all this fringe, okay? So I'm gonna take, I have 9, so I'm gonna take groups of 3 and I'm gonna put my crochet hook through the end, and then I'm gonna hook my fringe, hopefully all at the same time, and pull it through. Okay, now that I have that loop, that big fat loop, I'm going to make it big enough that, and I do this better with my fingers, but I'm going to pull all those tails through. I think I am. Seems like it shouldn't be that hard, but for some reason it's giving me trouble. Alright, and once they're through, I'm going to give them a little tug. Alright, so there's a tassel. Cool, eh? Alright, now I'm going to go back through another space with my hook and do it again with another 3. And if you pull it through and they're uneven, just take a minute and even them up. If you get done and you say, oh my goodness, those are too long, I don't like the way it looks, you can always chop them off shorter when you're done. Alright, so don't feel like you're in a box. You're not binding yourself up. And if you want, you can cut them, real long and make a fashion statement that way, or, just make sure that you have enough to cut to the length that you want. These, I am leaving mine kind of short because I don't like real long dangly things. I tend to get caught up on whatever I walk by, so it's safer for me to have a short fringe. And sometimes the yarn can be kind of aggravating, and you might want to leave them all different lengths. So if you don't like the way that looks, leave the fringe off by all means. But if you want them even, give them a little haircut. Heck. There. See? Now, you're going to do the same for the other end. Okay? So, we're just going to take it and wrap 9 times. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And clip and clip. Alright, so now we should have 9. If you don't, thin it out to 9. I've somehow ended up with 10. That's okay. Just throw one in the trash. Excuse me. Okay, so now I'm going to do that the same way I did the last ones, and then I'll style for you when I'm done. Alright, I'm done. Here I am. Here are my tassels. And it turned out a little bit probably longer than I would normally wear, but you know what? It's good. You can always tie it in a bow. Of course, that'll make it lumpy here. You could wear it to the side, you know, just move your knot here. And that might be a better fit for you. Whatever you want, it's your belt. So, have fun, and I hope you enjoyed the video. Have a good day.